What's good, everyone? It is your friendly neighborhood blur, The Fall of Marvel, and here I am with my review of the Super Mario Brothers movie, not to be confused with Super Mario Brothers movie from 1993. Yes, that happened. All new, all animated, all accurately designed. 30 years in the making. It's all new, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you're familiar with my review structure at this point. We're going to cover the good, cover the bad, everything else, and everything else in between. Let's go ahead and start this review. First off, Illumination hit it out of the park with how clean the animation is in this movie. And if you've seen their previous movies, animation has never really been a problem with them. It's a very beautiful looking movie. All the characters look great. They look exactly like they practically are their video game counterparts. All of the characters feel like genuine characters. I think the characterization of everybody felt just on the money. Everybody did great, including Chris Pratt. Everybody was worried about his Mario voice. I think they did great with his direction. He did good. He sounded natural. The character sounded natural. Everyone sounded natural. Of course, Jack Black being the complete high point of this entire movie. It's like, dude, like Jack, you couldn't have gotten more perfect than casting Jack Black as Bowser. It's like peanut butter and jelly. The story wasn't overly complicated. They kept things simple while at the same time adding interesting things throughout the movie. One of the things I like with Mario and Luigi is that you get a chance to see an extended family with them, so it's not just them two. So it's like their parents, their siblings, and things like that. They actually have them as basically a fairly traditional Italian American family. I thought that was actually kind of cool. And things, of course, spiral from there and they end up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and that's where all the hijinks begin. And it's a lot of fun once that gets going. I really enjoyed Princess Peach in this. Like, she really was a solid character in this. And the thing is, it's a breath of fresh air with them having Princess Peach as a fairly competent character and not just the damsel in distress.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
I think they did something really interesting and cool with her character, kind of expanding a little bit. You know, I feel like there's a lot of good that came from this movie. Introducing some of the other parts of the movie, you have like the Kong clan and stuff. So Donkey Kong is a part of this world and a whole another section of, this other world. And they kind of hint at like other worlds being out there. So, rumors are flying.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone?
Of course, we can't focus on a popular franchise from the 80s and not focus on a bit of 80s nostalgia, right? Yes, you get plenty of nostalgia in this movie, and I think that it's utilized really well. It's all used in a really fun way. A lot of people kind of criticize stuff when they kind of overly rely on nostalgia in certain movies. In my opinion, I feel it works because it's fitting. Like, anyone who was born or grew up in the 80s remember how dope the Mario franchise was and how much of a media powerhouse it was. So that spoke to our generation. And at the same time, it speaks to the young generation who are playing Mario games on their Nintendo Switches right now. So it appeals to everybody. That's pretty much all I have for the good. So let's go ahead into the next session about things I didn't really like. Off tops, we needed more Luigi. They do a decent job at the beginning setting up Mario and Luigi's relationship, where Mario is always looking out for his brother and Luigi followed Mario's lead and things of that nature. And it was a really genuine and good connection that they introduced us to. But unfortunately, that's something we don't get throughout the movie. It's not a spoiler if you've seen the trailers. Instead of Peach, the one being saved, it's Luigi. It just really would have been nice if we've got more camaraderie between the brothers throughout this movie, because when they were together, it was great. I really was enjoying it myself. It's not to say the rest of the movie wasn't good, but that was a strong point in this film, and unfortunately, it only makes up a very small part of it. There are certain things that they introduce as far as backgrounds with certain characters, particularly Princess Peach, that they sort of leave hanging in the air, and it was really interesting, but they don't kind of see it through. But it's understandable because they have to focus on the task at hand, not focus so much on everybody's backstories. That's really all the negatives I can really think about, and they weren't really big ones as far as I'm concerned. My final thoughts on this movie is it's a very fun movie for all ages. I don't know anyone between my age range and probably give or take 10 or 15 years to anyone that's far younger than me that don't know who Mario is, that I just honestly don't see who could go into this movie and not enjoy it. Like, I can understand if some people are probably over the nostalgia overload when it comes to certain movies, because there are movies that are guilty of overly relying on it, and it just feels like they're using that to cover, whatever other flaws it has. But I feel like this was used in the right capacity and doing it in a way that it doesn't overly complicate the tone of what they're trying to do. I think everything fits together like it's supposed to, and the bottom line, it's a good time. So, with that being said, I give the Super Mario Brothers my marvelous score of 9 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I just don't see how anyone can go into this movie and just not enjoy it. It hits the mark for not even only just Mario fans, but for most video game fans, for most people that enjoy family movies. Kids will love it, adults will love it, and it's like I keep saying, it's a fun time. Like, I don't see how you could watch this and not keep a smile on your face. I'm very much looking forward to seeing this movie again and showing the movie to my son, because he recognizes the Mario character and stuff like that. He's seen me play Smash and some other Mario games, and I even have a Mario amiibo that he recognizes. So overall, dude, I wholeheartedly recommend this movie. So guys, that does it for my review of the Super Mario Brothers 2023. Once again, not to be confused with Super Mario Brothers from 1993, even though, full disclosure, the movie still has a special place in my heart, even with how bad it is. So everybody, if you've seen the movie, tell me what your thoughts are down below in the comments section. Look forward to seeing those and hearing what you guys thought about the movie. And, after 30 years of waiting, I think that we got arguably the best video game adaptation in the box office, to be real with you. So, I mean, hey, facts is facts. So until next time, keep following my advice to go nerd, but nerd responsibly. This is your boy, The Fallen Marvel. I'll see you guys later. Peace and hair grease. Deuces.